Well, hello everybody and happy Thursday. It's Thursday, December 29th, 2022 at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. This is Lisa Freeman from stampingwithlisa.com coming to you live. Hello everybody. I see lots and lots and lots of people on here tonight, including Spice Girl. So welcome, 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 Spice Girl. And everyone else, I'm so glad to see you guys. I'm waiting for my computer to stop spinning in a circle so I can click on this skip ad button. I don't know if you guys get that, but when I hit live, it takes a minute for it to like start going. So I don't even know if you guys can hear like the first couple of minutes of me talking. But hello everybody. And I'm really excited that Spice Girl's on here, and I hope your husband is doing better. And I'm guessing he is, since you're coming on here with us tonight. So, hey Tony, hey Sue, hey Lynn, hey Jan, hey Joyce, hey Spice Girl, hey Kathy. Let's see, hey Cynthia, Diana. Who else is on here? Sherry, Minda, Julie, Reva, Deborah. Oh my gosh, everybody's on here. Hey Sandy, hey Cynthia. Hey, Melinda. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Hilda. Oh my gosh, you guys are going so fast I can't even see them. Hey, Jude. Hey, Therese. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Dolores. Hey, Coral. Oh my gosh, I could sit here all night just saying hello to everybody. Hey, Starla. Hey, Jody. Okay, I'm going to stop. All right, so if you were one of the first 50 people, you got... Oh... Hey, Cynthia. She says, has your mom and you need more, your mom and you need more Dirty Dancing videos. I know, we had so much fun doing that. And, you know, I've gotten like hundreds and hundreds of comments about how funny that was and how cute she is. And for the most part, she really is. But she does have her moments where she drives me crazy. But I did get one comment on my website that was really, really mean. And it really kind of hurt my feelings. So if for some reason you don't like it, then just don't watch it. You don't have to say anything mean. So I don't know why people feel the need to, you know, yell at me kind of on a comment because they don't like a video. So anyway, that was just my 2 cents. Hey, Beth and Janaea, how are you guys doing? Hey, Debbie Briggs. All right. Yes, everybody missed Spice Girl. So now we're going to have a much livelier chat tonight because she is our little cheerleader. So I decided to do a fun technique tonight. So this is called stack, cut, and shuffle. So you can do this with any pack of designer paper you have. You just have to have 4 sheets that go together. And I picked out these 4 sheets from the By the Bay. So it's called By the Bay. It's the one that goes with this stamp set called Seaside Bay that has all these cute little shells and clams and I don't know what that is. Oyster, maybe. I always get those mixed up. I think that's the clam and that's an oyster, maybe. I don't know. And a crab and a shell and a bird and some little seagulls or something. I don't know what that... Oh, I know what that is. A pearl to go in the oyster. Okay, so that must be an oyster. And that's a clam. I don't know. Yeah, that is. Okay, so this is like well, I don't know. I don't eat that. So I'm not sure which is which. I think those are the clams, though. I don't know. Oh, hey, Judith. How are you doing? Oh my gosh, we're together most likely for only a short time as dinner's in the hopper. What's the hopper? Hopper. I don't know. Hoping your holidays are wonderful. Yes, pretty good. Your mom is darling. Thank you, Jean. A mussel. I think that's what it is. I think you're right. I think that is the mussel. And pearls are in oysters. Okay, so that's an oyster, but I thought it looks like a clamshell. I don't know. I guess that is an oyster though. And then that's a conch shell. So we'll do a learning tonight, and we'll have somebody look up and see. I'm pretty sure that is a mussel. You're right, because I have had paella. If any of you guys have ever had paella, it does have mussels in it, which I always pick out because I don't like them. I don't like any seafood that's slimy. So like clams, oysters, and mussels, anything like that kind of is looking like snot a little bit. It's just kind of turns my stomach. If it's fried, I can eat it. But if it's not, I can't because it's too yucky. All right, so let me show you this paper real quick. I think I already showed it, but just in case I didn't. It's beautiful, and it is specialty paper. One side is embossed. So it is embossed with, this one's like a clear, kind of silvery kind. This one has the other side. We're using that. This one is gold embossed. And let's see, I flipped some of them upside down. So this one is a great scenery one. And it's got that embossed on the back. That one's gold embossed. So there's lots of beautiful papers in here. And I'll show you, oh, that one's really pretty too. This looks like the ocean. And then that one's embossed on the back. So lots of beautiful papers in here for you. And that one's gold embossed. So these are beautiful papers. So I just picked out 4 that I thought went pretty well together. So I'll show you those. So these are the 4 that we're using. So I've got the one that's kind of blues and greens with all the shells on it. And then the back is embossed with the clear kind of thing and has squiggle marks. And then we've got this just kind of wave pattern. And that one's got, I think it's clear embossed on the back. And then this one is, I think it's clear. It's either clear or silver. It's hard to tell on the blue. And then it's got the mussels on the back, or clams. I don't know. It's really hard to tell because clam shells look kind of like that. Mussels are black. I know mussels are black, but I don't know. They look similar. And then the back is that one. And the good thing about these is some of them I flipped upside down. So like on some of them I used this one, and then some of them I used, let's see, this one, the one that was embossed. And then that pattern. I used that one on all of them, that one on all of them. But some, I only used that pattern on one, and then I flipped it over and did the other side on the other one. So these are the 4 that I used for today's video. And it starts as 6x6. You can use 6x6 or 12x12, but you have to cut it down. So I'll show you in a second how I cut it down. I got some Happy Mail today. Well, actually yesterday. I got some more today, but I haven't gone to the mailbox today. Starla, you didn't get the set. What? How could you not get this? Okay, so to Google oysters and clams. Oysters are shaped as the long, skinny one at the top. Clams are shaped like the one that has the pearl. That's what I thought that was a clam shell. Okay. So it's a clam shell, but the oyster is what's inside of it, I think. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But mussels are black, but they look like this right here. But they're totally black. I agree. No snot. Can't do mushrooms. I love mushrooms, but nothing slimy. Yes. Oh, hopper is the reheat mode. Okay. Well, pearls are found in oysters, but I think oysters are inside clam shells, aren't they? We're really having a thinking discussion about this tonight. All right, let me show you these Christmas cards I just got, and then we're going to do the cards. So we'll do 4 cards tonight. I kind of like doing these multiple card videos because then you get more cards for more bang for your buck. More bang for your buck. All right, it says pearls are not in clams. Starla says pearls are not in clams. Okay, so I guess it is. an oyster. Oyster shells are shaped as a long, skinny one. Huh. Okay, so we have differing views on the shells, but I don't know. I'll have to look it up. All right, so this one is from one of my downline, Gail. So it is a fun fold card that sits up like this. This is what it looks like on the side. And then it sits up like this. So you can kind of see it. That's the front, but it sits up like that. So it's really cute. I love it. Love it. This one is absolutely gorgeous. This is from, let me see, Reva. This is from Reva. And it is a napkin card. And it's absolutely beautiful. And she said she used heat and stick powder to put the glitter on. So I have never tried heat and stick heat and stick powder. I haven't really had very good luck with it. So I always use the sticky sheets, or what else do I do? That's pretty much it. I usually use sticky sheets or contact paper sometimes. But I think this is absolutely gorgeous. This one is from Rochelle Larson. And this is a fun fold card too. Beautiful. Love it. Love it. Love it. I'm really depressed that this is retiring, because I love this frame and embossing folder. So I'm bummed about that. And then this is from Anya, my friend in Germany. She sent me this one, and I thought it was so cute. And she said her mom just passed away a couple weeks ago. So I'm so sorry, Anya, for the loss of your mom. That's awful, especially at Christmas. But I love your card. And the last one I got is from, let's see, Patricia Downey. It's very hard to read it. So the address is kind of covered by the stamp from the machine. But I thought this was really pretty too. I'm not sure if that is Stampin' Up! Paper or not, because I don't recognize it. But it's really pretty. So thank you, girls, for more Christmas cards. And I think I got about 5 more in today's mail. I have to go out there and check. But on my notification thing, it looked like there was about 5 in there. So don't forget the card kit for this month. Until the end of the month is this right here. You'll get a set of 3. Set of supplies to make 3 of these. I just can't even talk tonight. I'm just like, blah, blah, blah. All my words are getting stuck. Uh-oh. Oh. Debbie Spicer says, somebody knocked on the door. Super nice guy came to see Greg. Of all the times, I'm starting off in a crazy way. Ah, a really nice guy. Was he single? Maybe you could send him to Virginia. Hey, Terry. Debbie Spicer, so happy everything is good. Google states that all mollusks, which include oysters, clams, mussels, can technically make pearls. Oh, okay. I did not know that. I always thought it was like oysters and clams like together. I never knew mussels could have them too. All right, if your order is over $100, you'll also get this with the card kit, but make sure you use the host code for me. That really would help me out. And so I have a new card kit. I'm still debating on Saturday because I have to work tomorrow night from like 12 to 8 or longer. I have to close, so it could be like 10. And then Saturday I have to work 12 to close. And then Sunday I have to work open to close, which is like 7:30 till whenever we close. So if I do a video Saturday, I'd have to do it early in the morning, like 10. And I'm trying to decide when I'm going to have time to come up with a project because I'm working. So I'm not guaranteeing that I'll have a video for Saturday, but if I do, it'll be Saturday morning and it will be a super, super easy project because whatever I come up with is going to have to be tomorrow morning before I go to work because I have nothing made right now. It took me all afternoon to come up with this one. I don't know why my creative juices are just not flowing very good right now. And it's taken me a long time to come up with projects. I think right now it's harder because there's not that many samples of the new stuff. And so it's harder just to like think of stuff off the top of my head that You know, it's easier when you can see lots of samples and you say, oh, I like that style and that color and that ribbon, and, you know, pick a bunch of different things. That's how I usually do it. Don't forget, we've only got 1 week, I think 1 week from today, celebration and the new mini start. So that's exciting. Okay, so this is what we're doing. This is the pattern. So if you want to take a screenshot of this, this is the pattern that we're going to be using to cut the paper. And I actually did it sideways. So I cut it like this. Well, actually I switched them around, so it doesn't matter. Once you have your 4 pieces, you can put wherever you want to. But this is just how I cut the paper. So I'm going to cut it like this, and then I just realized that I put them all in the wrong spot. So I have some with the big part at the top, some with the big part at the bottom, but actually, so I put mine mostly like this way instead of this way. But you can do it any way you want. So you could make your card this way, or this way, or this way, or this way. It doesn't matter. But for the original cut, just cut it like this size, and then put the paper wherever you want to. It doesn't matter. So they're all different, and you just have to make sure that each one gets 1 of each sheet. So you have to have 1 of each, and they're not the same size. And I'll show you how to mix them up so you get all different ones. So that is the pattern. You do need scraps of white and navy to do your words. And if you notice, the words I made out of the cloud punch. So I took the cloud punch. I was looking for a punch to do with the words, and I was like, you know, this is like the beach and it's all wavy and shells and stuff. So I thought the cloud punch would look good. So I thought it came out cute like that. So that's what the scraps are for. So you just need those scraps of white and navy for the words. All right, and then we need 4. We're doing 4. Usually it's 5, but 4 pieces of balmy blue, 5.5 by 8.5, and 4. Whoops, wait a minute, we're missing one. 4 pieces of 5.25 by 4 white for the inside, and then we've got our designer paper here that I've cut already to the right size, but I'm going to show you how I cut it. So that's 4 pieces. So we've got all 4 sheets here. One is hiding. There we go. 4 sheets of the designer paper. Let me straighten that out because Starla's going to have a fit. She's like, get it straight. Starla does my tutorial for the kit. And she actually makes a tutorial for every video I do. So I wish I was that talented. I cannot do these tutorials to save my life. Oh, Debbie Spicer says, I know he lived because of all your prayers, and I lived driving the huge truck. Yikes, Lisa, a year ago. Okay, Spice Girl's back. All right, so here's what I did. So you've got your cutting pattern, and what I did for the 6x6, it started out 6x6, so I had, let me see if I can put it back together. This was here, and then this one was over on this side. So that's what it looked like originally. And so I cut it at 5.25 on this side, and then I cut it at 4 on this side. So that takes off those pieces right there. So then you're left with your 4 by 5.25. And you can cut it either way. If you want your cards to go this way, then you would have cut this way 4 and across the bottom 5.25. So look at the pattern that you have and see which way it goes. This one I thought went more across better, but you know, it doesn't really matter because we could have turned it this way. We could have cut it that way and had the pattern going the other way if you wanted to. All right, so I hope you got a screenshot of that. I'll put it back for a second in case you didn't. And then we'll get started. Let me read some comments. Let me see. You're welcome. I had to Google it. Oh, everybody's talking about Debbie Spicer. Oh, okay. So now we've learned all about shells and oysters and pearls. Pearls are not in clams. Pearls are my birthstone. Hey, I think a pearl is my birthstone. What is it, October? Because my birthday's in October, and I think that October it might be an opal, though. It might be an opal. It's something like that looks similar. All right, so we don't need that for this minute. I think I'm gonna do the inside pieces first. Oh, we're gonna cut first. That's actually what we gotta do. Okay, so I'm gonna get my cutter out, and you know, I do mine upside down. So if you're cutting and you do yours the other way, you're gonna be cutting backwards from me. All right, so the first cut we need to make, we've got our paper like this, but I want my big piece, I want this side to be the 2 3/4. So I'm gonna put it in here like this and put it at 2 3/4. I want this part 2 3/4. So we're gonna put it over to 2 3/4. And I'm just gonna double check that you guys can see that. Hold on, let me push it up a little bit. Okay, so we're at 2 3/4 right here. And you have to kind of do all these at the same time, because if you don't, they might be a little smidge off and then it doesn't really match up. So we're gonna go push it down and go back and forth until it's cut. All right, so now we've got our 2 3/4 and our other piece. So now we need to take this piece and cut it at 2 inches. So we're gonna cut 2 inches off of this. It doesn't really matter which end you pick on this one. So just cut it at 2 inches. So put it right back in there again and then go back and forth. All right, so now we've got these pieces, and it does not matter. You're not using these together, so it doesn't matter if these match up. All right, and then on this side, we have to cut at 3 inches. So I'm gonna cut at 3 inches, and I'm gonna do it upside down because I want this to be my bigger piece right here. All right, so we're gonna go to 3 inches and put it down. All right, so now we've got the 3 inches, and this one goes this way, and that one, and that one. All right, so now we've got everything cut like our little pattern. So here's what we're gonna do. Let me get this out of the way. All right, so now you're gonna take your piles. So we've got 1, 2. Hopefully they didn't just get mixed up. 3, 4. All right, so we don't need that anymore. All right, so we've got 3 piles. Hopefully they're all still in the right order. So what you wanna do, oops, I think I just messed it up. All right, so make 1 pile with the big one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you take your next pile, start next to this one. So you don't want to put it on top. So we're going to go to the next pile. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to start with the next pile. So that one's there. So we're going to start with the next one. And then the last one will start at the end. So it's like you're just dealing some cards. So now we've got our 4 piles. And there should be 4 different pieces in each pile. So just double check that. So they've all got different pieces. And you don't have to use the front. Some of them might switch and use the back. If you like the back piece better, it doesn't matter. All right, so let's go ahead and punch out our clouds. So you need 4 of each of these. So 4 of the Night of Navy and 4 of the white. Oops. And I could have done this ahead of time, but it's okay. I know you guys don't have anything else to do tonight, right? Except watch me. I was supposed to have a massage this morning. You know, I try to go get my massages like every about 3 weeks or so. And I thought my appointment was today, but it was actually next Thursday. And I didn't realize that till I was getting ready. I was all ready to go, and I realized they hadn't sent me like a reminder, or they send you this like consent form thing before you go that you have to sign before you get there. And I'm like, I haven't gotten any of those messages today, so something wasn't right. So I called just to make sure. And they're like, no, your appointment's next Thursday. I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding. Threw my whole day off. All right, so we're gonna stamp the words on here. So I just picked a word out of the stamp set. It says, thank you for everything. And I'm using Night of Navy ink. So I'm just gonna ink this up and stamp it on each cloud. I had to re-ink this pad. It was so dry. The words didn't even show up. So make sure when you buy an ink pad, you buy the refill, because you never know when you might need it. All right, so that's it for the Night of Navy. We don't need that color anymore. And then we're gonna take, let's see, what did I do? I put this little shell, and this is crumb cake. No, it's not. It's Sahara sand, sorry. Sahara sand, and we're gonna stamp this little shell, like right here on the side, and then right there, and right there. So do that again. Whoops. So you just got the shell in the background there. Isn't that pretty? I love conch shells. Beautiful. All right, and then we're gonna sponge that in a minute. I'm just gonna set it aside for a minute. We're gonna sponge it, and I'm gonna stamp this part. So for the inside, we're doing the soft suede with the little birds, and I'm guessing these might be seagulls. I don't know. Does anybody know what kind of birds these are? I did them in soft suede, but if they're seagulls, I guess they should be in like a gray color, but it doesn't matter because we can make up any colors we want when we're stamping, right? All right, so I'm just gonna stamp these on the bottom. I know there's other little birds that go on the beach that are brown, that aren't seagulls. I don't think these are seagulls because they're kind of small. All right, so that's it for soft suede. And then I'm gonna go back to my Sahara sand with, we have a little sand. Not sure why it's shaped like this, but it kind of works well here, because I kind of put it like up there and, you know, all around. So we've got like sand all over. So it's kind of weird that it's curved like this though. I don't know. And I trimmed mine. I did some surgery on my stamps when I was cutting them earlier today, because I can't stand it when I have like extra rubber all over. Then you always get those lines on your stuff when you stamp it, if you are not exactly precise, you know what I mean? So if you don't have a very steady hand and go straight down, straight up, you need to kind of trim it a little bit around the edge. All right, so now I've got a little bit of sand sprinkled in there, and then we're gonna sponge around this. So I've got Balmy Blue, and we're gonna sponge the word part and also the inside of the card. So this is Balmy Blue. We're just gonna grab some, tap it off. I'm getting my piece of paper all dirty. And just do some sky on here. So this is the inside of our card. So you want the inside to look really pretty. So we'll just have a little bit of sky. I re-inked this one too, so it's nice and juicy. Is Spice Girl keeping everybody entertained? Oops, my comments are like way far back. Pearls, let's see. Hold on, let me find where we are. They're sandpipers. Oh, sandpipers. Oh, Spice Girl says, my memory's coming back. Aren't we going on a cruise? I still haven't decided if I'm going on that cruise or not. I don't know if I want to go. Especially after I just saw all this mess about like Southwest Airlines, like all these people being stuck at the airport for days. I'm panic. I kind of am like panicky about traveling again. I don't know why, but I used to love traveling, but now ever since COVID, I'm just kind of like paranoid about it. I don't want to get stuck somewhere and spend all this money. Well, not really my money, but like if you don't take the trip and cash out, you do get money. But if you book the trip and then something happens, you don't get your money. You get nothing. Well, I mean, you can get insurance and get like the ticket back, but I don't know. And then you see all that stuff about planes and people like being all crazy on the planes. I don't know. I don't have very long to decide though. I think we have to decide by like about a month. Well, I think we've got about a month to make up our minds. All right, so there you go. So we've got the sky on each one, and then I'm going to put a little bit of blue on here. But the trip for next year I really want to go on. That one's Mexico. It's Mexican Riviera, which is one of my favorite places to go. And it's not a cruise. It's just like you go there. But if you don't go, you get money, and then you also get all the gifts and everything. So, but you don't get the experience of going. But see, my problem is when I go on a cruise, I want to go like somewhere south where it's, you know, really nice and sunny, and you go to the beach, and that's my kind of cruise. Not that Norway wouldn't be fun, but I just prefer to go south. Down south. Although you do start in England. I've always wanted to go to England too, so I don't know. I just got to weigh the pros and cons back and forth. So, all right, so we're going to glue these together. We're done with the blue. That was balmy blue. So I'm going to glue these together. Oops, piece of hair. So I'm just putting the other cloud that's exactly the same kind of in the background. So it kind of looks like it's layered back there. That's a trick you can do with pretty much any punch. And if it's a symmetrical one, you can actually cut it in half, pull it apart. And then, you know, like say if this was, you know, all the way around symmetrical, you could cut it right across the middle and then have some on the bottom too, which I actually probably could have done with this one too. I just didn't try it. Okay, and then we're going to start putting all of our cards together. So now we've done the words and the inside. So now let's do the fronts. All right, so you've got one pile for each card. So let me just go ahead and start with this one. All right, so what you do is put them out like how you want them. So we're going to either do them on the top or the bottom. So each one will go like this. So you'll have like the biggest piece, then the next biggest piece next to it, and then the two skinny pieces on the other side. So you can have this at the top and this at the bottom, or like I did both. I had some that had the big part at the top and the big part at the bottom. So you can do it either way you want to. Which one do you guys like better? Or do you have a preference? No coat needed, 50. 50 is my perfect temperature, says Jan. I think 60 is my perfect in the like fall through spring. In summer, I like it a little bit warmer. Like really 75 would be my perfect temperature, but in the fall through spring, 50 to 60 is good. As long as you don't have to wear a coat. I hate wearing a coat. So anybody have a preference? I got to scroll down a little bit, I think. Uh-oh, I just lost all the comments. Here we go. Big on top. Went to Italy, France, Switzerland, and England. I went to Italy and Greece right before the pandemic started. Was the last trip I went on with Stampin' Up. And we went to Italy for 5 days, then went on the Greek cruise, and it was so much fun. Big ones on top, smaller on the bottom, big at top, big up top. Okay, everybody likes big on top. Okay, so we'll do the big on the top. All right, the other decision that you have to do is, okay, do you want this side or this side? This side or this side? Or this one? I like that one definitely better than the other side because I like those shells. And that one I always like. Okay, so for these two, they're kind of similar. So we have to have one of them. Oops. One of them has to be showing the shells. So what do you guys think for this one? You want the one on the right to be the shells or the one on the left? I think this one because that's so light. You don't really want a light and a light together. So we're going to do it this way. Okay, so now we're going to glue it down. Decisions. I know it's hard to decide. And then just put it down so you have about, I think that is 1/8 of an inch around the edge. And this side's so pretty too. They're all so pretty. It's really hard when you have paper that's like so beautiful on both sides, deciding which one to pick. And the green glue I do prefer most of the time. All right, I think I stuck that one just a little bit too close to the edge on the top, but that's all right. All right, so there we go. And then you're going to go to your next pile. So each pile is different because you're going to have a different piece of designer paper cut a different size, you know what I mean? So for this one, we've got this one in the big spot, that one in the next one, and then this one and this one. So do we like it just like that, or should we, yeah, we don't want to flip that one. We don't want to flip that one. All right, so we're keeping that. We could switch it to that. No, I don't like it that way. All right, so we're going to switch it like that. So that's my final answer. So go ahead and glue that down. And this is really pretty with like Christmas paper. You could do a really pretty Christmas card with this. And you don't have to do much except glue the paper down and then just put something kind of right in the middle. I was going to do like a shell or something. The shells that are in Texture Chic, the Stamp Set Texture Chic or Season of Chic, I can't remember which one's the paper and which one is the stamp set. I think Season of Chic is a stamp set. So the one that's in that one, that is a good one to go with this stamp set too. I just realized I folded my front crooked because I can see right here it's not straight, but it's going to have to stay like that, I think. Now my paper looks crooked. Okay. All right, next pile. So these go together really fast. So this one is going to go there, that one there, that one there, and this one here. And do we like it like that? Or, yep, gotta stay those. Or we can switch it to that. And I think I like it better this way. Yep. All right. So what do you guys think of this technique? It's pretty easy, but it looks really cool. It's a great way to show off the designer paper, and it's also a great way to use up scraps if you have a lot of scraps left over of different pieces. As long as they're, you know, like this piece would have to be at least 1.25 inches, I think. And this piece just has to be 3 inches for it to work. So So if you have a bunch of scraps, see if it'll work, and you can make one of these too. You could actually, if you have a bunch of scraps, put like 5 or 6 different pieces on here and put them all, you know, kind of fit them all together. I've seen people do that with like a whole bunch of scraps. Just put them all together. All right, one more. So this one we've got our whatever shells they are. And this one. And this one and this one. And do we like it like that? Or, let's see. I could do it like that. I think I like it like that. That's funny because on the first one, I hardly ever used this piece right here. I ended up flipping this over and using that one more. That's so funny. I must have had them in different order. Like stacked differently, so it came out different. I don't know. That's so funny. I could switch it around and put that one over there and that one over there. But then I still don't have an oyster one. Yeah, I do. There we go. We could do that one like that. Let's do that. Just change it up a little bit. Oops, this one goes this way. So if you mess up, it's really hard to mess this up, really. You can pretty much put it however you want. Just make sure you don't have any that are upside down. It does better if you don't have, like, on this one, this is really the only one that has a, you know, a kind of a way to it. It's kind of, I mean, you could do it almost any direction, but I think it looks better a certain way. Okay, one more. So if you accidentally glue one of these upside down, it wouldn't matter because it still would go pretty well. Okay, so then we're going to put the inside all in there. And then we're going to do our words and we'll be done. So has everybody gotten their mini catalogs in the mail already and looked at picked out what you want, made your wish list, or if you're a demonstrator, you could have already ordered. I know I have a lot more stuff I want to order because as a demonstrator, we could order early, but we could only get like one of everything except for like paper we could get 2 of, and ribbon we could get 2 of, and a few other things we could get like 2 of, like the embellishments. But I want to get a bunch more paper and ribbon and stuff. So as soon as the 5th gets here, I'm putting another big order in. I'm waiting to get all that extra celebration stuff. I'm telling you, that 1 pack of paper that's in there is, well, actually both 2 packs of paper in there are really, really pretty. They have some, I've loved the celebration stuff this year. And we're only having 1 celebration this year, so you got to take advantage of it. All right, so we've got our 4 cards. Now we're going to do the words, and we're going to put some ribbon on here. So how I did the ribbon was I put tape, just regular tape, on the back of each one. Like this. And then, let me read some comments real quick. Love the cards. I'm proud Stampin' Up! Brought more seashells back again. I love seashells, though. I'm definitely, because I live right near the water. I'm always a... like the large square to be a light blue and stamp the pipers on it. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. We could do that. If you wanted to stamp, like, on this one, you could stamp the birds on there. That's a good idea. Except I already glued it down. So, but that would be cute. Like, putting those birds right there. That would be cute. Darn. Too bad I didn't see your comment already before I did that. You can do whatever you want, though. This reminds me of the optometrist, option 1 or option 2. Yeah, when they flip it back and forth and then you're really thinking, I can't tell a difference, but you have to say one or the other. Shells on the right. Oh, I missed all these comments. Dark blue on the left. Okay, sorry guys. I ask you a question and then I don't look at the answer. I buy all this beautiful paper and then you're afraid to cut it up. Oh my gosh. I do the same thing. But, you know, there's Kylie Bertucci. She's an Australian demonstrator. And she has this thing called what is it called? Love It, Chop It, I think. And so she says, don't let it sit in your, you know, pack and just sit there. You have to use it. So you need to get it out, chop it up, and use it all up. All right, so what I did is I just took this and wrapped it around like 3 times around all my fingers and then cut it. And it's funny because it's already so swirly because it's on this little thing. And so it already gives you like a figure 8. So what I did is I kind of just put that figure 8 right behind this. So you got some coming out like the top. It's easier if I just lay it this way. So we're just going to put this down like this. So you'll have loops coming out the top and the bottom like that. So there you go. That's all you got to do. And then we'll get another one. Do it again. So just wrap like 1, 2, 3. Got 3. Yeah. Cut it. It doesn't have to be, you know, exactly perfect. Why is this one too long? Okay, so we want our figure 8 in there. Kind of like that. Oops. You don't really want the edges sticking out, the ends of your... This does not want to stay down. Okay, everything is sticking to my fingers. All right, so we've got some sticking out the top and some sticking out, and you can kind of maneuver it. And you've got that tape on there, so you can just tape it down and it'll stay. And then on the front, it'll look really pretty, not so messy as it is on the back. All right, we got to do it a couple more times. My thing is unraveling. I have a mess of a linen thread here. All right, 1, 2, 3, cut. And we've got our twist here. So we're gonna do, oops, that looks upside down. All right, let's get this. Wow, this one's just like going crazy here. All right, let's get it back together and twist it. And then just put it down. And get that one back up in there. This one's not playing nice with me. It's going everywhere. Okay. You just gotta fidget with it until you get it how you want it. All right, so once we put that down flat, it'll be better. Except that one's a little wonky. Okay, that's good. All right, last one. This one's really coming unraveled here. I don't know what happened to my roll. It kind of has gone crazy. This is what my hair looks like in the morning. Hot mess. Looks like a hot mess. All right, 1, 2, 3, cut. It's like it's getting curlier as I go. All right, twist it and put it down in the middle. And there you go. Oh, that one came out good. All right, there we go. Make sure you got a lot of tape on the back to hold it in place. All right, so then we're gonna put some dimensionals on the back. Love the cards, thank you. Did everybody give me a thumbs up, you guys? Did you give me a thumbs up? Debbie Spicer says, oh, Judy, so are you a business You'll make it. I'm trying to talk Mel into doing a business. So forbidden. Oh, you guys shouldn't be afraid to cut the paper. Jody says, yes, I am and would love it, Mel. What kind of business are you talking about doing? Stamping business? I think the dark one helps to ground the other pieces. Yes, you are right, Deborah. Great idea using the cloud punch. Thank you. You guys are all friending each other. It's so nice that you guys are all becoming friends through this video. Yes, pay attention. Oh, Debbie. You know, if I come on at 10 o'clock, that's 7 o'clock in the morning for your time. So you have to watch me while you're laying in bed. So you can just lay in bed and watch me. And you don't even have to get up. Yeah, so I forgot about that. So if you guys are on the West Coast, it's going to be really early in the morning. But I got to go to work. I have to be at work by like noonish. So I got to do it early. I am dreading it. I don't know. You know, I do the schedule, but somehow I don't remember scheduling myself for 3 days in a row. I normally don't work 3 days in a row. I kind of work every other day. So I have a day off in the middle because normally I do, you know, almost double shifts. All right, so now we're just going to stick all these on. And just kind of put it where they all meet, kind of right there in the middle. And there you go. And then go to the next one. And you could do a bow if you wanted to do a bow. I thought it'd be fun to do something a little different this time instead of a bow, because I usually always do my favorite bows with the linen thread and the white crinkle seam binding ribbon. So what is everybody's favorite stamp set in the new mini catalog? Which one do you think is your favorite one? I have several. And I think you can probably tell what they are from what I've been doing on my videos. The flower ones are definitely my favorites, and this one too. But I think I love, I can't think of the names of them. I'll have to look real quick and tell you. I love that desert something. I forget what it's called, desert something. I wish I could just open it up and show you guys. Let me look real fast. I'm gonna see which one of my favorites it is. Oh, this is one. Okay, so Fancy Flora. That's one of my favorites, definitely. Probably my favorite is Fancy Flora. All right, now we've got to spray it with some shimmer spray. So shake it up good. And here we go. Let me put some scrap paper in here just so it doesn't get my paper wet. Oh, love it. Oh, you can really see it on the dark blue. Oh, love it. Okay, so there we go. That is all of our cards. Oh, you know what? I just realized I have a whole pile of cards to give away, and I forgot to go through and pick out winners tonight. So if I have time, which I probably won't, I'll pick out some winners. All right, so there are our stack, cut, and shuffle cards for tonight using the, what was that called again? On the Bay, by the Bay. What is the name of it? By the Bay. By the Bay paper. All right. Dainty Delight, Nest and Nested Friends. All right, that's only 2 people said which. Oh, Fancy Flora. After seeing your tips, I'm going to make that tomorrow. A lot of flower stamps look like previous sets, but they're pretty. Paper makes them gorgeous, yes. I think I bought all the flower stamp sets. Yes, send the cards away. Love these cards, very beautiful. Thank you guys so much for your sweet, nice comments. And don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe if you're not subscribed. And don't forget to leave nice comments. If you want to say something mean, don't say it. Just control yourself and go somewhere else and put it. Because I don't want any mean comments. It's just not nice. Dainty Delight and Framed Florets. Thank you so much. So great being back. Thank you, Debbie Spicer. I'm so glad you're back too. Lighting the Way and Taco Fiesta. I'm not a Taco Fiesta person. I didn't like that one. And I can't remember what Lighting the Way looks like. The Queen Bee one, that one is really, really pretty. Love, love, love that one. Brushed Bouquet. I can't remember what that one looks like either. I haven't learned all the names of them yet, but I know the bee set. I definitely love the bee set. And the Flora, Fancy Flora. Thank you guys so much for watching. That bee is pretty. I'm gonna have to do some more stuff with that one. I hope you liked this video and love this paper. It's absolutely gorgeous. And that is the inside again. So play with that paper. Get any pack that you have and try and see if you can find 4 sheets that go together and try this technique yourself. And you guys have a great rest of your week. Hopefully I will see you Saturday morning, but if not, don't be too upset with me, because it means I just got too busy and didn't have time to do it. But I'll be thinking about you guys while I'm at work the next 3 days. So take care, everybody. You can always go back. I have 400 videos on my channel. And don't forget, they have switched them now on YouTube. So when you click on my channel, instead of just clicking on videos, you have to actually click on live videos to see the ones that I've done live. The ones that just say videos are the old videos that I did before I started doing live. So if you can't find them, look for the live button, and they are under that one. So there are plenty, plenty, plenty to go watch if you need a good laugh. And if you haven't seen the one with my mother, go watch that one too, because it's really cute. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching, and take care, everybody.